I don't know what that looks like. I do think there could be violence, or there will be violence,
Yeah.
especially if there's a coup, and even if there's, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely potential for violence.
Trump could call it a coup.
He could.
He could call it a coup and say, this is what happens in third world countries.
Right.
Oh,
That's how he comes out a hero. What?
oh,
You
yeah.
figured it out.
Oh.
So he kind of he speaks on one side of his mouth to those guys, going, "Yeah, well, I wouldn't be. I'd be okay if you wanted to do something." And then when they do it, he turns on them, calls it a coup, and becomes a hero. And leads the revolution.
Leave your conspiracy theories at the door. It's time for Carl and Mike.
Welcome, Carl and Mike. I'm Carl.
I'm Mike.
We're here at our lovely Corner Bakery Cafe in beautiful Dallas, Texas, which that little pitch gave us a free drink. We should get a little more than a free drink. Growing
This is
audience.
a different person that gave me a free drink today.
You got another free drink?
The words, yeah.
How did they do that?
I don't know. It's swag.
She just, I didn't get a free drink.
See, boys and girls, here's the secret. If you start your own podcast and you do it for a year and a half, you might get a free glass of tea every now and then.
Well, wait a minute. This is not quite.
Ain't going to pay the mortgage.
Not yet, Michael.
Not yet, yes.
You never know who's listening. Right now, Rachel Maddow could be on the
Tick
other line.
fucking talk. Oh, Rachel, how's it going, mama? Oh, she's supposed to have an Elizabeth Warren thing.
Yeah, I think
When-
she already had it.
Oh, she did? Was it last
They
night?
endorsed her.
Uh,
Endorsed
Hillary?
all around Hillary. It's all over. The primary's over. This should be our primary recap. What a primary season it was.
I am glad it's over.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready for the main event.
Main event? Mm-hmm. I think,
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I still think Trump could be out of this thing. I think he could walk away. I think if it's July.
If it looks like it's going to be hard for him, you think he would
If
walk?
it's July and the polls are out and he's got bashed a couple weeks with Obama in them and it's like Clinton's 64% and Trump 35%, something like that, yeah, I think he could walk.
That would be even worse or better for the Republican Party if he did that.
He could pull out after the convention, which would then be worse, I think. It's all about the brand. Trump doesn't want to lose the brand. He don't care about anybody else at the end of the day. He don't want to be a loser.
Well, then he's either a loser or a quitter. What's going to be worse?
I'm sure he would come up with some lame-ass excuse. Probably have John Miller call it in.
John Miller?
Remember,
Who's that?
That's the where he pretended he was a reporter 20 years
God.
ago.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm really starting to think now, not that I didn't think this before, but I'm stronger thinking that he has a mental disorder. There's some mental disorders.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't you think?
I actually put that on Flipboard. When you have a personality disorder, they have a list of 1 through like 17 things that you could be, and if you hit so many of them, you are one.
Right.
You read through 17, and there's not one of them that you wouldn't go, okay, yeah, that's him. And
Really?
I mean, this,
So
oh,
Donald
yeah.
Trump just across the board clean
he
slate.
pegs the meter.
Oh.
No, he does. And the whole article was they don't
What
understand
kind of-
why the media is not concentrating on his mental disorder.
Well, what mental disorder are they saying he has?
Well, it's more of a narcissistic. I mean, really serious narcissistic.
Serious narcissistic.
Oh, yeah, to the point of you really don't care about anybody else but yourself. There's several of them are like
Well, and it really
this.
kind of shown up with his business dealings now. You know, this Trump University thing, a lot of students feel they got yammed.
You mean my degree's not worth anything?
No. You know you're stupid when he had the word university because that is a legal term in a lot of
Yeah.
states.
Well,
In
turns
Texas,
out, yeah.
you can't even say that unless you really are one. So that was one thing. And, you know, at first I was like willing to say, okay, well, he put his name on it. But then when you get deeper into what he did, I mean, he did a video for it. He really made people think that this was his deal.
He didn't handpick
Right.
the instructors.
Right.
He didn't have anything to do with any of it except for probably writing
I don't even think
the
he wrote-
instructions on how to get people to sign up with their credit cards. I
yeah,
mean,
I don't even know if he wrote that. I
that's
think
just
he
one
gave his
brief-
name. I think he shot a video, and I think
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, he is a greasy motherfucker. So anyway,
There's another thing. So now it's coming out. Hundreds of people are saying that he never paid them for work that they did. like in the casinos. This guy, cabinet maker, made all the cabinets for the machines or whatever.
Oh, really?
Went bankrupt, He got this big deal, never got paid. It turns out a lot of people didn't get paid, which is really ultimate slime to me. Corporations are bad enough. I've done work for big play, and it takes you 90 days, or sometimes 120 days to get paid, which is really shitty in itself. It's a never pay.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me when he comes out and says that the U.S. will just default on its loans.
Yeah.
And see, here's the thing about Trump that cracks me up, and I don't understand it. I mean, people, he'll say stupid shit, like the latest thing that he's upset, got people upset about is saying the judge is not fair because he's got Hispanic origin.
Yeah,
right? He actually called him a Mexican. And so, the thing is, you hear the Republicans on the other side that are even his supporters, tentative supporters, saying, well, it was inartful the way he said it, or he shouldn't have said it that way, or if he has concerns. No, it's not the way that he phrases what he believes. It's what he believes that's incorrect.
Right.
That's dangerous.
Right.
That should not occupy that Oval Office. Right. The very fact that he is that way is in his heart and in it what he thinks.
Yeah.
I don't care what he says. There are a lot of people that are bigots that are very artful with the way they put it.
Yeah.
And those are the scary ones. He's
the
out.
ones who hide behind the
words.
He's out. Yeah, he's straight up.
He's straight up.
Matter of fact, he comes back on the guy and says, well, he called it common sense. What's common sense? I'm building a wall and he's Mexican. It's common sense that he's going to, But again, it's all about him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's about his business, which has zero interest to anybody that he's supposed to be appealing to. Yeah. We've gone back and forth with Trump, and I recommend people to the Best of Politics 2015, where we captured our whole feeling from the time he came in. I mean, and he hit our lizard brain, and he said stuff.
Yeah, well, and
there was moments where I thought there made some sense.
He's given people cover
that
feel this way in their heart and believe this way.
Right.
When he comes out and says it in the open, it gives them cover. It gives them an excuse to be able to verbalize what they've been holding in.
But even those times where we flirted with Trump, the part that even kept that even considered was the business aspect of Trump. But, as we get deeper into this thing, this guy's a sleazeball. Of course you can make money if you don't pay your suppliers.
Well, there's still...
Yeah, if I built a business and I hired a web designer and he built a website for me and I didn't pay him, I could be profitable quite easier.
You get to pocket that money. Well, the other thing about Trump, he exposed all the other Republican candidates as feckless pussies.
Yes.
Feckless.
Feckless is a $5 word.
But
pussies is always a good word to use with feckless.
And you get an extra it's a bonus. It's not, pussies is obviously not an SAT word.
No.
But when you combine an SAT with some sort of
with a
crude term
vulgar
like that.
Term?
Oh, vulgar term.
Yeah.
You get an extra
vulgar,
2
that's
points.
That's a nicer way to say. They were.
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's completely...
So he was actually right about that.
Yeah.
Low energy and lion's head.
Yeah.
It turns out, I mean, he lies about everything. Trump really doesn't. He'll just say the opposite at any moment. So not only mentally ill.
He has everybody cowering.
Oh, he does.
So it's not just the candidates that were feckless
except
pussies.
Hillary has, I have to say, that little speech she gave.
Well, Hillary and Elizabeth Warren is chewing his nads. And the fact that it's women that are chewing him up is probably going to really get under him. He's going to blow.
Right. The smartest thing Hillary did in that first speech where she said, and now it's kind of stuck, that he's temperamentally unfit.
Yeah.
He's temperamentally unfit to be president.
Yeah.
So now every time he does that weird, strange shit, it reinforces her remark. That is brilliant.
That he has a thin skin. Yes, it does. So he
does.
can't say anything without reinforcing.
Brilliant move on her part. That was Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton came up with that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there. Hillary's got a little team. This is my vision of how it goes. Hillary's got a little team around the dining room table, Bill's in the den, in the drawing room, with his little cigar, and he's like playing with the New York Times, and then every once in a while he says, temperamentally unfit. Yeah, it's a
Well,
brilliant move because now
and it
he's
was, I mean,
always.
but this whole thing has been, Trump has been like that. Whenever he said low energy, anytime you look at Jeb from
Yeah.
then on out,
Yeah,
you got the
he
guy's
did
getting
it.
ready to fall asleep.
He did it.
And
they did it.
lying Ted,
Yeah, well, you can't. There was truth to it.
he even looked like a liar.
The thing
I
is,
mean,
there has
come
to
on.
be, for that little trap to work, there has to be truth. And he is terminally unfit to be president.
Yeah.
It's all gone through all of our brain. Even the ones that want to voting for him going, well, I'm a little nervous about this.
Yeah.
The part they're nervous about is
Yeah,
temperamentally
really
unfit.
unfit.
I think that's
Emotionally unstable.
Yeah, well,
Temperament. So what you start using is psychological terms
yes,
that define who he is
yes,
and the disorder that he has.
yes,
Emotionally unfit.
Yeah.
No, what was it?
yeah, temperamentally unfit.
Temporarily
which is a really
unfit,
nice
emotionally
combination.
unstable. Yeah. Oh.
If we would just say he's unfit to be president, it doesn't have as much weight. It's the temperamentally unfit.
Yeah.
That kind of, because
Yeah.
as a president, there's times where you got to be cool under fire, and
Yeah.
he ain't gonna be.
And so when he's saying some of the stuff he's getting emotional about it. So he's emotionally unstable.
Anytime that he goes emotional,
Yeah.
they're gonna just say, "I told you he was temperamentally unfit, and he can't act presidential."
Why, there you go
There
again.
you go. Exactly. That's what I would do in the debates.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet there is some hook if he makes it to the debates. I'm not confident anymore.
I think
There could be a coup.
They're still
There
going to
could be
try.
a coup.
Yeah, but if they
but those
do
guys
that,
are too feckless to probably
Yeah.
pull it off.
If
But there
they
could
do
be a couple more blatant racist things. I mean, Paul Ryan, what an idiot Paul Ryan is. This is
another pussy.
this is the intellectual star of the Republican Party. So tell me, intellectual star.
Did you just do air quotes?
I did do air quotes.
Oh,
Yes.
folks, he did air quotes.
I did air quotes on a podcast, which is really sad. He is, quote unquote, the intellectual beacon of the Republican Party. So how did the intellectual beacon decide to endorse Trump, by the way, the day after he calls the judge the Mexican? And he
I
gets
have no
nothing.
i-
he gets nothing out of it.
I
Where's
have
the
no
deal
idea.
making? What does he get out of it?
Yeah, I guess he wants to look like he'll play ball. Be a supporter of the Republican Party, even though they put somebody that's an idiot out there. That's
but-
the problem. They need to pull. They need to pull a plug. And I tell you what, Joe, in the morning, he
Oh, yeah,
is
he is.
fucking tearing them
He
up.
is tearing him up.
Yeah, he's
He is, this is the best Joe in the morning right
and
now.
early on,
Yeah.
Trump was on there all the time. He hadn't been on there in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think he's welcome to come back. I
would
think
say
you know,
no.
Yeah.
But he didn't get anything for it. I agree with Joe on that. I mean, if you're going to give an endorsement, you're going to say, okay, here's what I want. Boom, boom, boom. Don't you?
I would think, especially
And
if at that
it's deal
at that
time,
level,
and he got nothing. And he did it in a Wisconsin newspaper.
that right there is the way the system has always worked, and that's part of what everybody's pissed off about. That's part of what Trump's people are pissed
Yeah,
off
yeah,
about.
yeah.
It's part of what Bernie's people were pissed off about. It's what anybody that was paying attention should be pissed off about, because that's the way the game's played.
But you think that game's going to ever change? I got power. Okay.
probably-
Bernie Sanders
no.
should be getting something.
well,
Don't you think
the-
Bernie Sanders should be getting something?
It'll
you say you
go-
don't play that game.
I think that game. That's the way the game's always been played. There's
It's
no
a business game.
Yeah,
You've got something I want.
you've got something.
Yeah.
I've got something you want.
Exactly.
Let's make
So,
a deal.
Let's make a deal.
It's the art of the deal.
It's the art of the deal. So, hey, you could argue, well, kudos to Trump because they got Paul Ryan and give him an endorsement for nothing.
I mean, he's taken this way further than anybody ever thought he would do, and there's something about him that could be considered genius, even as fucked up as he is. I don't know,
Well,
genius or
I think
smart
when you-
or shrewd or whatever word you want to use.
He zagged when everybody zigs,
Yeah.
right? He upset the apple cart. I think that thing in 08, 09, when it all blew up and we had this great recession, okay, all the really misplaced anger had to go to Obama, right? Because he was the only one there.
Yeah, he's the only
Right,
one.
and he's black.
And everybody's pointing
and
at
he's
him.
black, and he's
And he's
uppity,
different,
and
yeah.
and he talks
Well,
smart,
anybody that's black and talks smart is uppity.
uppity. So there's two, 3, 4, 5 strikes. Count them up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but to me, there's this leftover residue, and Trump is benefiting. It is the anger at this what happened in 08, 09
Yeah.
that they never got, because it happened, and then George Bush is out of there.
Yeah.
So there's this take the Republicans down. There was whether it's conscious or not, there's a subconscious thing as you guys fucked it up and we want to blow you up.
Yeah.
We want to blow that party up. Plus, those Republican Paul Ryan types, Walker types, they always promise. They handle abortion and all that. And it was all bullshit. And they never gave them really anything. And I don't even know if they're conscious of it or not.
I think there's a chance that it'll be a blowout.
You think?
Yeah.
A real big blowout.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll affect down ticket races a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, it already has in California. This I thought was good. There wasn't a single Republican that got enough votes during the runoff to even run in the fall. So a lot of the positions out there are uncontested Democratic positions.
Yeah.
This was statewide. First time this has happened in 100 years.
Oh, California,
that's good.
For sure. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Good.
My only worry about a blowout is, are you going to go out and vote for Hillary Clinton if she's up by 23 points the day before the election? I mean, you really, if I was
the same people that are not going to vote for her because she's up 23 points, the people on the other side are going, what's the point? She's up 23 points. I think they cancel each other out.
I would have Bernie Sanders work to build an infrastructure to beat the shit out of him on midterms.
Yeah.
Democrats are going to clean the clock on this election.
Yeah, if they would turn loose a group of people, Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, and people like that to do all down ticket races,
I would.
And she and her husband and Obama,
we'll do the presidential
and
stuff.
Joe Biden and whoever does the upper level stuff, and just tear them up. There's going to be 2 ex-presidents that are going to support her. There's 2 living ex-presidents. Well, 3 if you count Jimmy Carter. Okay, 2.5. Anyway, and then so
he came back from brain tumor. He had a brain tumor. He's supposed to die.
Okay, well then he could be a miracle boy on the road.
That's right.
Okay. Anyway, George the Elder is too sick to do anything, so he gets a pass.
Right.
W doesn't get a pass.
No.
And he's not going to have anything to do with it.
He's going to continue to paint.
And what are they going to do? Trump's going to have.
Who is Trump going to have supporting him on the trail?
He's going to have old Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney.
I think that heart thing finally is giving out on Dick.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. He's going to have Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, and a couple of other lame senators.
And they're not going to be real enthusiastic. So I think it could be good. It could be
supposedly, I guess, Trump is supposed to put his campaign together. Is supposed to put the campaign together. I thought the Republicans kind of did it. But it turns out the president really kind of does it. And he's kind of going cheap because he ain't got no money. This is the to me, the reason not to do the tax returns isn't about how much he paid in taxes, because he could get that story. He doesn't want to show tax returns because
he's not worth what he says he is. No. Well, he's going to try and do it on the cheap, but here's the thing. He's gotten this far doing that.
Yeah, but
how far can he go? He
can't go any further. This is a general election. Who's gonna pick up? You got to pick up in a general election. You got to pick up extra people. I don't care if it was Cruz. Cruz would have to pick up. Somehow figure a way to pick up.
Cemetery's full of people, man. You can get those people, the dead people, zombie votes.
That might be Trump's best thing, is go for the computer system, hire some guys to hack it. Yeah, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Or just get the little lever so every time you hit Hillary, it goes to Trump. All you need is one little twist. You just flip-flop the wires or something there. And those internet tubes, right?
Yeah, those internet tubes.
He would do that. He makes Richard Nixon look like a choir boy.
Yeah.
He would have no problem doing that in a heartbeat.
No.
Just don't tell me about it. I'm done.
Yeah, do what needs to be done. Let's move on down.
Okay. Isn't he?
Got to go. Got to give a speech.
All right. Our arc with Trump has been quite...
Yeah.
Now, he's defied expectations, so you could say, well, this is another chance to prove us all wrong. Yeah, I like to see this one because he doesn't pick anybody out. Trump wins. The only way Trump wins at this point, Hillary has to be indicted and put in handcuffs and perp walked. Don't you think?
He doesn't want that to happen because what they do is they drop back to Bernie and Elizabeth Warren, and they would
clean his clock.
They would hammer fucking.
I like that $3 word.
Yeah,
hammer fuck them.
Hammer fuck. That's not an SAT word.
That
folks.
Is not an SAT word, but gosh darn it, you're gonna get points for that.
Oh, that's an East Texas cracker. Hammer fuck.
Hammer fuck. I haven't heard that.
Yeah. You haven't heard that?
Well, I don't even want to know. Go, because the mind pictures where that might have come from.
Not using the handle. You're
No,
using the metal end.
okay.
So anyway, let's talk about what our fans really want to hear about.
What's that?
Sex.
Sex? What, you got to talk Clinton?
Well, no, I was going through Flipboard,
Yes.
and one of the magazines that I was looking at that's now part of my group is called Weird News or whatever.
Weird news. Yes, we all have WTF sometimes.
So I was going along, flipping through that, and then there was an article about a YouTube channel. All it is, porn stars that are answering questions that people have about porn.
Maybe we need to do a 5-minute with Carl Mike on answering porn star questions.
Oh.
So wait a minute. So there's just porn stars, and they ask questions about the industry and how people get
about
laid
industry
or
and
sexual
and,
positions.
all kinds of stuff. How'd you get into it? How does this affect your personal relationships? Do your parents know about it?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you on set? What's what do you like the best? It just goes on and on and on. And I didn't watch them. I watched 3 or 4 of them, I guess, but you can just read the YouTube description to get a pretty good idea of what it all is. And so it was.
Are the porn stars dressed?
Oh yeah, no, they're just sitting there.
It's just like a
yeah,
regular.
No, they're not. They're not doing anything.
So they're not where you
pornographic.
ask the porn star to do this other thing to the other porn star.
No. It's not like that. They're just being interviewed.
Yeah.
Not even being interviewed. Somebody asks them a question off camera, and then they answer it, and then get into these conversations. So it's quick cuts back and forth with different male and female porn stars. It was pretty interesting. There's also this guy. This kind of happened about the same time the night before. Nina and I were flipping through TV, and we hit. How you stumble on comedians that are on. So this was a comedian that was on Showtime right now. I forget his last name, but he's a 32-year-old midget. No, dwarf.
32-year-old dwarf on Showtime.
Yeah, a
We can
comedian.
find out who
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. How many are there?
Yes.
And he was hilarious. And one of the things he was talking, he goes, okay, be truthful. How many of you people have ever watched midget porn? He starts riffing on the whole idea of porn and how people watch different aspects and.
So there's midget porn?
Evidently.
Wow.
There's probably donkey porn. There's porn for everything,
Pretty much.
Iced tea porn. I don't know. It's just if you can think about it, if your mind can go there.
Put a little Google search.
People have already made videos.
It's already videoed.
Oh yeah, it's already
Yes.
done. Yeah. The whole idea of peeking into porn
stars.
Yeah, porn stars in their minds and what they think, and one of the things that I read, it was part of the article before. Well, one of the things that I gained from the article when they were talking about it, and then I thought, okay, fine, inquiring minds want to know more, and then I went to YouTube, is that what they said? What would you say the average career span? How much time somebody spends in porn, making porn?
I'm gonna say fairly short because they get the money and they really.
I think it was
like a year.
It was like 6 months to 18, 6 to 18 months. Yeah.
You do it for a little bit and you got some money and you get out of there and you go to college or you do whatever. I saw somewhere a while back, it was one of those BuzzFeed things that, famous actors that got their start in porn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Sylvester Stallone did a porn
Really?
early on. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Who else was?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, everybody wants to be
You
an
do it
actor,
for 6
goes to
months,
Los Angeles, and then what you do is you wind up. I mean, that's the capital of that other shit too.
Right.
And so you're going to wind up meeting somebody that's doing it. And
If I could be on the show, I would ask them about I would think with the advent of the iPhone, it's the amateur porn out there would just really cripple the industry. I would think.
I don't know.
I mean, okay, high production values, I guess, but everybody with a camera can, and for free.
Well, I think that's
offer it for free.
I think that's part of what those chat things are. Those are probably for the most part amateurs.
Yeah.
But they're not doing it for free. People ain't gonna do this for free. The only thing people do for free, podcasts.
No, that's
not
true. No, think about it. Think about that's one of the things that's different about our future. We went from a society of couch potatoes to with the internet became very interactive. There were like 50 million blogs created. I guarantee you the vast majority of them never made a dime. Okay, but people put time, energy into blog. We've
And you know
uploaded
why they do
30
that?
trillion
Because they can
minutes.
still stay on the couch and do it.
No, you can't stay on the couch and do a blog. People have created videos on YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, that's what this whole internet thing is, really, is people creating, right? Like you just said, you can find, now, yes, a certain percentage of it are doing it for money. The vast majority, the guy that does the carpentry thing and how to correctly deep fry a turkey or whatever, and they shot the video and they went, and there's this whole how-to things. If you want to learn how to do anything, you can go on YouTube there.
Yeah.
And somebody did it, and they ain't making any money that I can see.
I don't know.
They have
why
passion. Matter of fact, I think they did a study, and like 60% of all content online is user-created for passion, joy,
No, I can see that.
right?
Yeah.
That's a very interactive thing, as opposed to watching TV, which was totally
Yeah, but if you have a
unactive.
passion for deep frying a turkey and you do a video and post it,
Yeah.
how many passionate deep frying turkey videos can you possibly do?
Actually, turns out quite a few by a lot of other people.
By a lot
but
of
my
other
favorite
people.
one is turkey deep frying going bad, which is
Oh, yeah, no, you're going to want
which are
that.
the ones where they all caught on fire and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It's like that old TV show that had remember the TV show that had all the home
So we got a
videos?
bunch of flaming crackers running out into the
Running-
forest,
Ah!
catching the forest
Yeah,
on fire.
yeah,
That's good.
exactly. You can get that too.
Yeah.
Whatever's going wrong. But that's the interesting part about the internet is it's
Yeah.
all people created. And I think TV honchos back in the day didn't think it would go anywhere.
Wrong.
Yeah, exact opposite.
And people do it because they have a passion for it, and that's good. But also in the back of their mind, they would like to make money off of it.
Yes.
Yes. And it's probably low single digits, the people that are actually making money off any of that, would be my guess.
I don't know about money, but I think everybody who puts anything up
Yeah.
has the dream of 1 million views, something catching
Yeah.
the public's imagination.
Yeah.
People want to be recognized for their
Yeah.
creative endeavor. That's a core human need, creative recognition.
That's probably true. In most people's jobs, there's anything but
Right.
creative.
And anything
so
but recognition.
the internet automatically gives everybody a blank canvas and says, "Here, hang it on this wall," and they do.
Absolutely.
And I think that's good because people get a chance to stretch and be creative. I can't get in the way of anybody trying to be creative.
I wonder out there how many Carl and Mike fans have created something on the internet or
I don't
have
know,
a
and
YouTube video
we'll
up.
never find out
What, 'cause
because
they don't
nobody
talk to us?
They don't talk. No, that we will
Okay.
never hear from anybody.
No, that's not true. We have heard from our fans. They
Yeah.
drip.
Both
Kinda
of
drip.
them. It's
No,
awesome.
they drip in. We have.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you who we heard from. Perry's got a friend in Boston, Fraser, from Scotland.
Yes. we have.
And he's been, I guess, listening to us more because of what's going on with the politics now.
Yes.
Because he was kind of deeply involved in the politics of Scotland gaining its independence, which he says is not over. I think he's probably right. I
So they
think
tried to
there's
get it
gonna
and they didn't get it.
Yeah,
I think
this
they're kind
time.
of like Quebec and Canada. They're
Yeah.
never going to get it.
Well, if Fraser would probably cut your throat right
Really?
now. Oh yeah. No, they're.
Well, I'm going to say
they're-
Fraser.
in-
Go to look at Quebec. Last I saw, they're still in Canada.
But anyway, he started because he's saying there's a lot of what's going on here
Yes.
that's similar to what was going on in Scotland during this, or is going on in the Basque region, or is going on in the Middle East, or it's going
What's
on
the
wherever.
advantage for Scotland to be independent, other than say they're independent? Is there a financial
I
advantage?
guess to return independence. I mean, they haven't always been part of England, right? I mean, at some
Well,
point,
that's
weren't
true.
they? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, why the hell? The same reason
But
somebody
that's-
doesn't
to
want to
me,
be
it's
part
like-
of the
That's like
Great
that's
Britain.
like Tennessee not wanting to be part of the United States, is it not?
That would be okay. And maybe Tennessee could take conjoining their
States?
conjoined states.
Kentucky with McConnell and let him go on a
yeah,
ice float
and
somewhere.
and
No, I'm going to get hate mail from Scottish
and
people. Scottish
Mississippi
people do
and
have their own
Alabama,
culture. I take
and
that
it kind
back.
of touches a corner of Louisiana, so we're going to give it to them.
Yes.
Arkansas, yeah, go.
Well, I am being American. I know shit about English politics,
yeah.
but Scottish does have its own
Yeah.
culture. So they got when did they When did they get docked into the mothership of England? When did that happen? Do we even know?
It's
Is that
when
it?
Mel Gibson,
Mel Gibson
got drawn.
lost his tentrils?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. When
what
he
do they
lost
call
his
it, where they take the
draw and
guts out?
quarter. Yeah, when they draw
No,
and
when
quarter,
they pull you pull your intestines out. There's a word for that.
gutting them.
No, well,
When Mel Gibson got
that's
gutted,
a $2
that's
word,
when,
but
yeah,
there's a $5 word for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Entrails or something. They
Yeah,
take
I
their
don't know.
entrails out. Anyway.
But so I think the interesting part about Fraser, and I hope I say this right. It's not Fraser, it's Fraser.
Yeah.
Anyway, was the common aspects of what he experienced over there in Scotland with what's happening here now, with what's happening in other parts of the world. It's all interconnected.
What is he relating to what's happening in Scotland? What aspect is he relating to the United States? Is it Trump? Is it
Yeah,
the
it's
Republicans?
just a groundswill of
wanting to
people
upset the
waking
apple
up.
cart.
Yeah.
I do think that is going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And will only continue to
Mm-hmm.
get stronger.
It's hard to put that genie back in the bottle. They're going to have to get something. They have to get something to keep them quiet.
Yeah.
If they get nothing, it just pisses them off.
So
And
Clinton,
I'm talking about Trump supporters. If they don't get what they want, it's like, if you heard that it was a lobbyist for the gun industry.
Yeah.
You hear about what he said? His quote was,
What?
if the supporters, meaning the Trump supporters and the people that are pissed off, don't get what they want through the ballot box,
Yeah.
they need to revert to the bullet box. This is a lobbyist.
I don't know what that looks like. I do think there could be violence, or there will be violence, especially if there's a coup, and even if there's, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely potential for violence.
Trump could call it a coup.
He could.
He could call it a coup and say, this is what happens in third world countries.
Right. That's how he comes out a hero. What?
Oh, yeah.
He figured it out.
Oh.
So he kind of he speaks on one side of his mouth to those guys, going, "Yeah, well, I'd be okay if you wanted to do something." And then when they do it, he turns on them, calls it a coup, and becomes a hero. And leads the revolution.
That's what it's like to write copy for Donald Trump.
I could see that happening that way. He saves face, becomes a hero to many.
That's
and
one of
doesn't
those
have to-
words that's got a real hair trigger on it. It's never been used in this country before.
A coup? No, you're right. Coup hasn't been used because we haven't had one, have we? No, not even close. Could be on our way, but I don't think the Republicans have the guts to pull that trigger. It's more likely Trump quits than they have a coup, unless Trump can maneuver it, like you said. He actually quits but calls it a coup.
Oh, he can manipulate it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I just got a shiver. All right.
And are we that confident? Should we be? Maybe we are. Maybe you need to dock this episode here for future reference. Could we be being way overconfident? We are banking on Hillary Clinton winning this thing.
Well, I think a lot of that's what we hope happens. I mean, and I've said this
She's not the
before.
greatest
It's
candidate.
not. No, she's not the greatest candidate in the world. It's not my first choice, but Trump is dangerous, folks.
For the
Trump
good of
is
your
dangerous.
country, you can't
Yeah.
vote for Trump.
No.
I don't care what side of the fence you're on, just for the good of the country. And this is going to be my final thing here. Politics. This is what I don't like about it anymore. It's become a sporting event with a winner and a loser instead of a best practices model.
Yes.
We need a best practices model in politics. And where we are now really is toxic to the country.
Yep.
Trump is toxic to the country.
Yep.
But this red-blue Republican-Democrat thing is toxic to the country.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are going to go, "Oh well, Carl and Mike, you guys sound like so blue. You know, give me blue balls. You're so blue." But actually, I don't think we are. There's things about there's ideas that were originated in the Republican sphere, like around the teachers' unions and all that shit, that we'd be for.
Yeah.
That's what we really need. And Clinton ain't going to give it to us, and Trump isn't. It's more of the same.
Yeah, it's going to be more of the same.
Trump had the window, though. He had the opportunity until he went batshit crazy. That was a window for him.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I can play both sides of the aisle. That's what he should be doing in the general, don't you think?
Yeah.
Now that he's got it, he should be going, hey, Democrats.
Yep.
Look all these tapes where
won't
I
happen.
said, yeah, he won't.
Won't happen.
I know. Because,
No, it's not going to happen.
all right. Well,
That's it.
that's where we are at the end of the primary, ready for the general.
Yeah, bring it on. Maybe
Bring it on.
Maybe we'll get a break here. Do you think I want a break? I want to break it. Let's just take the rest of June off.
Huh? From politics?
Well,
Wait till the convention?
yeah, just don't have any more rallies. Don't talk. Don't do any more press conferences. Just shut the fuck
Shut
up
the fuck up.
for a month. That's
Ain't gonna
it.
happen.
It's not even a full month.
I know, it's not even.
It's
'cause
3
It's
weeks.
3 weeks. You think they could shut the hell up?
Or wait till after the 4th of July. Let us
Yeah.
let
Let's
us
enjoy the 4th.
let us digest our hot dogs.
Trump's coming in on Monday.
Oh, he'll
with
be
the,
in.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
Clinton initiative
Oh, yeah.
dump.
It's gonna
All
be
right.
bad. All right.
Well, stay tuned for more on Carl and Mike. Check us out at carlmike.net and everywhere else on the internet.
Yeah.
Peace.
Out.